What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is the day I've made for a few months now. It's the unveiling of my brand new car for the channel, for business, for everything. This car I wasn't supposed to buy. Like I didn't plan on getting this car in no means. I've always wanted one and like really want it. It's like one of the dream cars, but not gonna call it dream car because I get ripped to shit for that. So the thumbnails and titles not gonna be that this time. But it is like the ultimate car I've always wanted, and in true fashion, as soon as I start to film, the true British weather comes out. I've had this car a few hours now. I've been to like London getting stuff ready, getting some photos, but it starts to rain exactly now. Now, just before I unveil this car, my original B70NY lanyards are currently being restocked and be on the website now. So you want to go grab one, link top description. I'll show it here what it is. I haven't got one on me today. They're currently being made, but I couldn't get them in time, but it'll be before Christmas. So if you want to get one for yourself, link down below, grab one, because I did 100 of them about 3 years ago and never restocked them. So did another 100 whilst they last as long as they last, and then they get gone. But now I want to introduce you to my new car. So without further ado, here is my new car. This is my brand new, to me anyway, newest car I've ever owned, 19 registration, RKO. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! BMW M2 competition. I have always loved these cars. I know a lot of people are probably saying, Tommy, you had an M4 competition, now you got an M2 competition. Like, what is the point? This is the same engine, I get that, but this drives completely different. I've owned this car for a few hours, and the drivability, the feeling you get when you drive this car is so different. It feels like it grips up better as well. This also came lowered and eye-back lowering springs, so it's sitting really nice as well. But just putting it even around a corner or anything, it just feels a lot more well set up and driver focused. Even the interior is so more engaging for the driver. You don't understand it unless you've driven or owned both. You really can feel and understand the difference. This car feels amazing to drive, and it just looks incredible. Like, the front end is so aggressive, the front bumper. It's got the icon headlights. I'll go more into the specification of this car as well in a moment, but believe me when I tell you, this car is unreal. This car is just, it ticks every box for me. It's comfort, it's reliable, it's extremely driver focused. You can take this on the track, or you can daily it to work if you wanted with your cruise control on the motorway. It does everything. But I just want to do a huge thank you quickly to my mate Dem from Supply Drive, who helped me hook up this vehicle. I met up with him earlier when I went to collect this vehicle, so I'm quickly just going to skip now to when I met him earlier. So guys, like I said, I was going to throw it back to when I collected this car earlier today, which I am at now, at London, getting some pictures in front of Canary Wharf. Now I'm going to introduce you to Dem from Supply Drive, who actually sourced me this vehicle and found it at such great spec and just great payments as well, just because it made the process 10 times easier, and I didn't have to pay like a 9.9% APR from BMW, so it probably saved me like thousands in the long run. So I'll introduce you to him now, and he can explain essentially what he can do to help benefit you when it comes to buying a new car. So this is Dem. This is the man that sourced me this fine vehicle. Alright, so what benefits do you get from pretty much going through yourself instead of going through like main dealer in a sense?
The cars will be from main dealers majority of the time. We do try and go for main dealers because you get the warranty, you get the breakdown cover, all the benefits you'll get from that.
Yeah.
But the only difference is the finance. So the finance will go through our main dealers, so we'll go for like Santander or Coast.
Yeah, because like BMs to have their own finance company, don't they?
Yeah.
Alfira, is it? So they go for Alfira as well?
I'm not sure what company it is, but I know that BMW charge like 9.9, 10.9 APR.
Yeah.
Mercedes,
so like,
Audi.
whenever you go on a BMW website, or I went to a BMW dealership, and the salesman himself was just pissing me off because he's trying to pressure me into buying something I didn't even want. Yeah. And like the APRs are so high, it's ridiculous, and they add on so many other like hidden premiums and costs. Whereas I got mine down to like something silly like a 5.9 compared to a 9.9. That affects a lot when it comes to like a big money car, and even little money cars. Like all the pennies add up after a while, and it saves you a lot of money. And like, I've still got dealer warranty and everything with this, and like you said, even you can buy straight through. If you find the car that you want at a BMW dealership or any dealership for that matter, you'll still get the privileges you would have got buying from that dealer elsewhere, but with a lower APR representative. So it just saves you money in the long run. It's a no-brainer sort of thing.
Literally. I mean, usually we can go down to 5.9 APR on new cars. We can get 4.9 as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously it just means you're probably saving 30-40 quid a month, and then that could, up to 4 years, it could go to that 2-3 grand.
Yeah, it adds up a lot, and I think with that saving you could go and spend it on extra specification, or like I would recommend going to B7 Performance and buying some mods for your car. Do you know what I mean? Get your money's worth from what you're saving, boys. Self-plug. Yeah, can't thank him enough. I'll leave your links down below to everything. What do you want links?
Perfect.
Just Instagram. Right, so I'll leave your Instagram down below. If you're looking for a new car in the market, thinking about it, drop them a message. No time wasters. If you want one, I'm a bit of a time waster because I'm a nightmare of picking my car. I went for about 20 different cars before I picked this.
M140,
RS3, Mark II RS,
2RS,
M2 non-comp, and then M2 comp we ended up on. But the M2 comp was out of nowhere. I didn't plan on buying this car. It just sort of happened. But yeah, like I said, links all down below. Make sure you go check them out if you're looking for a car. Really recommend it. It's just going to save you money in the long run and time and hassle. So yeah, one more thank you again to them. Before I take you around this car, on the website we've got a huge Christmas sale right now. So if you go to the top link description, you can head over to b7performance.com, and if you use, there's a discount code on there, but I'm going to put one on just for YouTube viewers, purposely just for you guys. If you use discount code M2, you'll get an exclusive mystery discount code. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty fat. Like, you're going to save a lot of money. So head over there. There's already a huge discount under the Christmas sale. I've redone the entire website. Go over there, save yourselves some big monies. Now, anyway, let's get into this car. So this is a BMW M2 competition pack. So on M2 competition pack, meaning with comp, you get the S55 engine instead of the N55. So your boy's got some big old horse ponies under that hood, yo. This also came spec with icon headlights. I believe these are like a £3,000 optional extra. Like, they look amazing. They're not on at the moment, and when I unlock it, they're not. When they're on, they look unreal. You're just gonna take my word for it. It's sick. If I lock it quick and then unlock it, it might come on actually. They're not coming on, but trust me, when they're on, they look unreal. You've got the full M Performance carbon kit. So you've got these front carbon flicks. We've got them on the side skirts, and we've also got the carbon rear diffuser and the carbon rear spoiler going around the entire car. So you've got a full carbon aero pack on it, which looks beautiful, may I add. It just really adds to the character and the bulkiness of this car, especially with the size of these rear quarters. Like, they're so flared out. When you look in your mirror, all you see is just some fat off rear quarter, and it looks so awesome and aggressive. You also got the competition wheels. I like them. I don't know if I'll keep them. They're cool, but they're not as cool as like M4 and M3 competition wheels in my opinion. So I may sell them and go for something more aggressive, like an OZ alloy or something, because I love them. I just feel like it needs a more track orientated wheel in my personal opinion. Coming around to the back of the car, it comes with like I said, the carbon, and then it has like the black exhaust tips. I think you get that on any competition car anyway. And then you've got like the black M2 competition badge, in case you didn't already know what it was just by looking at it. But yeah, the exterior of this car is beautiful in my opinion. From my factory point of view, it ticks every box. It looks amazing. It's also got Pilot Sport 4's tyres on it. My old ones had, I don't know what they were, they're Michelin Super Sports, but these PS4S's, Pilot Sport 4S's, are so much better. They're so much more grippier. I definitely should have put them on my car, but the price of tyres are grim, especially when I had 20s, but on the M2 comp, they're actually 19s, not 20s, so they're a smaller wheel, which is better because it's lighter anyway, and they've still got the big old girthy width to them as well, which is awesome. The only thing I'd say, if you look at it down the side, even though it's lowered, obviously, it's not got spaces, so the fitment isn't the great. It's never really something I've cared too much about, but if I buy the right wheels and the right wheel specs, I won't have to worry about putting space on it anyway, because I'd rather not run space on this car. I'll show you the inside now. Because it's a comp, the interior is a lot nicer than a standard M2, and I've got the sickest ever optional extra or spec that someone's ever done, so thank God for the person who bought this car to make it mad. Straight away, we've got the steering wheel. The steering wheel is got to be the biggest party trick, and if I unlock it quick, you'll see it'll do the lights. Oh yes, shift lights, big boy stuff. It looks unreal. I love it. It feels so good in your hand. It's amazing. Also got, so like, compared to an M4, you've got like Alcantara door car, like suede, and you have the big seats. I'm going to show them the seats. Compared to like a normal M2, you won't get them seats. And then it has like the dry carbon all throughout. I also have Apple CarPlay on this, and it's touchscreen, which is really nice. Just to add to the sort of the luxury aspect of the car, which is awesome. Like it makes driving this car so much more enjoyable, and you feel like, oh, I'm fancy pants, but it's unreal. So if we pop the hood, hydraulics, is it hydraulics? I think that's what it's called. We have obviously the same engine bay as the M4. We've got the big old carbon boomerang. Obviously before I had an AirTech charge cooler rad. I didn't have any boost pipes. Most people maintain the stock intakes, but I know there is some in development. And yeah, so it's just the same as the M4 under here, but just in a smaller, lighter, more drivable car, which is sick. Like, it's so good. These don't sound good. I'll 100% appreciate that. Like a normal M2 compared to the comp, they sound a lot better, but you're gonna get the power of the S55, so fuck it. You have to slam these, it makes me cringe. And I have only noticed today, the bonnets on these are different. The M4 has like a big old bit here that I never really liked, but this one has like a different flow. It goes different with the angle, because the one bit I am sad about going from an M4 to an M2 comp, you lose the carbon roof. Made me very sad. I love the carbon roof. To buy a carbon roof, I think it's like £2 and I don't fancy getting my roof removed. But I'll just wrap it gloss black and wrap the car. Another really cool thing about the previous owners had this car is it's fully ceramic coated and has a full front end PPF. So for the hot track boys, we've got PPF front bumper, headlights, wings, bonnet, and it goes up to here on the roof and here up here. So you're fully covered. The paint protection film, it's going to secure the paint and make it, if anything, more desirable when you go to sell it, and the paint's going to last a lot longer, and it's great. The one shit thing about this car I've noticed, and I'll call it out right now, it's grim. I know someone's going to mention the comments, so I'm just going to call myself out on it. Whoever had it before decided to use some cheap rattle can when obviously the front one's been removed for the PPF. They painted the bash bars. Now I'm sure this looked alright when it was new, but as you can see, the rad and that are destroyed with chips. So that literally makes it like a Halfords bodge job, that bit. So that bit of the car I do hate. I'm not going to hide it from anyone because I can see it. I'll probably, you think you can probably pop this grill out just to like wrap it, just for the time being, but I'm happy with it just to go back to black. Like they look cool, but unless I can get the exact colour match paint, I don't want it showing. It's either black or colour match. That is it. That is my limits for this. So if you didn't know what I meant by icons, these are icons and side lights. They are so aggressive. They're like cut off at the top compared to normal ones. And like, look at that angle. No, look. If you see it in the mirror, you'd think, oh shit, that's about to bum me or something. Like, it looks so aggressive. It's insane. By far, one of my favourite, that and the steering wheel was my favourite things that came with this car compared to other ones. Like, them headlights just look insane. I love them. I wanted them on the M4, but they didn't come with it, obviously, because it was quite a bit older. That M4's a 16 reg. This came with it, and I'm extremely thankful it came with it, because I love them. Like, I can't get enough of them. It's one of them things, like, with my M4, when I bought it, it came with Harman Kardon's. So when I was buying an M2, when I decided I wanted a comp, I had to get one Harman Kardon. There was no way I was buying the car without it, because once you have that luxury of that, such a good sound system in the car, you have to have every other car. Now I've had these headlights, if I ever buy another like M car, I will refuse to get it without the icon headlights, because it makes the car look so more aggressive. It does something, just the whole car changes the look of it just by the look of the headlights. Don't know why, but they look unreal. Anyway boys, I know my hair's a mess and I probably look a bit of a mess. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that if you wanted to. And I've been slacking like hell on YouTube, but like, this is the dedication I'm trying to show at the moment. I'm out here in the rain trying to come back. Like, I'm coming back. I've got some good, really good, interesting videos I'm going to do This versus a 140i, because I was looking at buying a 140i. This like stockpile this versus a matte 140i. I feel like a lot of people would like to see that. I'm gonna redo the car insurance video, but with like a step by step, because I saved over £1,000 when I insured this car compared to what it was coming up at. So I'm gonna show you guys a full in-depth one. I feel like people want to see that. Obviously gonna do a full, gonna completely modify the car like I did the M4. I slacked on it, but I've got so many parts lined up with this, especially as I'm going to do a lot of development stuff with B7 Performance, because I want to get more into that BMW marketplace. So we've got a lot coming up for the channel. I promise you, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to get stuff done. The Fiesta content, obviously, I need to get stuff on that, but I love the Fiesta so much, and there's nothing I really need to change at the moment, so there's no point in me pushing content that doesn't need to be made. I can't wait to do it like I want to do a driving video with it. It's like a first drive, but with like POV footage, because I've got a brand new Hero 9 GoPro, and with that shift light steering wheel, it looks so sick when you hit the red light. It's mad. But I just want to do a huge thank you to everyone that's stuck around for the past years. This year I know I slacked, but I just want to thank everyone for the non-stop support, especially on the website as well. It's been unreal. We've done over like 2,200 orders now on the website, which is incredible and insane. So thank you so much for support on all fronts, and shout out to the guy that I saw at I went Winter Wonderland last week, and some guy was ice skating with his girlfriend. I was standing there just watching people waiting for him to fall over, and he was like, B7, you're here? Why are you here? He was well confused, but shout out to you, because that made my day. That was really funny. But yeah, just thank you for all the support. I'm going to wrap this video up when I get home, because I've got one more thing to touch on. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy this car, and then I'm going to make a video tomorrow when hopefully the weather's a bit better. If I do it earlier in the day when the sun's out a bit, we'll get a good driving one. So thank you again. I know I keep saying it, but I really appreciate all the support. Make sure you check out the lanyards below and use that code M2 to save some money on b7performance.com. Now I'm going to go and drive this car as it should be driven. Driven. Yeah. Thank you. And so boys, I just want to finish up the video at home. Just again saying a huge thank you to everyone, and briefly before I finish, like every year as the past 2 or 3 years if you've been watching my channel, we do Christmas lights, well my dad does Christmas lights for charity, raising money. I'm going to leave a link down below for you to be able to go donate if you want. Obviously it all goes to a good cause, it all goes to charity, so if you can, please do. Also anyone that donates like £5 plus, and if you send me a picture of it, I'll hook you up with a free B7 Performance lanyard. I won't charge for shipping or nothing like that. I'll give you a B7 Performance one, not B7 TMY one because I won't have enough, but a B7 Performance one, and if you send me a picture of it, obviously I'll get that posted out to you. So I'll quickly show you the lights quick, and then yeah, we'll wrap up this video. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and as always, see you next one. Peace.